NORAZSYIKIN 21 AZLI, and the other members are.
My name is MAISARAH binti MAHIZANI.
My name is binti SHARIFUDDin.
My name is DAMIA binti SHAHARUDDin. And my name is ZULAIKHA binti HASHIM.
So I will pass this presentation to the first presenter.
So for the introduction, in this generation, self-defense is one of the most important skills that we should master and acknowledge, especially for the women. This is because women are often the victims of dangerous situations, for example, such as bullying, being abused, and many more. When every woman is exposed on self-defense from an early age, no doubt can it be useful for them to use the skill that they have to protect themselves whenever they feel threatened. Thus, school should give female students the opportunity to learn martial arts and let it be included as a part of the school curriculum. So, the martial art club for our group is specified for the secondary female students from Form 1 until Form 5. It will be taught by a professional martial art instructor, and the female students will be the club members. It is a long-term club which will be held every year for the female students. And the duration of the club is once a week, and it is a 2-hour class.
So I'll be presenting the next slide. So the background of our curriculum. There are too many crimes these days where the main target are women. We heard countless news about crimes such as rape, sexual assault, domestic abuse, and the list goes on. Crimes happen daily and anyone can be the victim of crime. But why do the criminals think women are easy targets? It is because women they are considered as weak and they cannot fight back when they are attacked. So this is why we are so determined to establish a curriculum which is martial arts club for female students from Form 1 until Form 5 in secondary school. We construct a survey through Google form, and our respondents are the public consists of people from different age groups, race, and genders. So this is the needs analysis for our survey. For the section A, which is the demographic section, as you can see here, the majority of them are those who age from 18 to 22 years old, followed by the age group for 23 until 27 years old. And the others are age group from 28 to 32, 33 to 37 years old, and above 37 years old. And then the gender, the majority of them are females, and only 22.2% are males. For the race, the majority of our respondents are Malay, followed by the Chinese and Indian, and there are also Kazakh and Malana. For section B, opinion section, for the first question, women can develop high self-esteem and self-confidence by learning martial arts. Okay, most of our respondents agree because the percentage is higher here, 75.6%, while the others agree with this question. And then we asked our respondents, have they learned any martial arts for self-defense before? And majority of them said yes, they have. Majority of them said no, they never learned any martial arts before. And then for the question, martial arts can help to promote gender equality. Most of our respondents strongly agree to this question. And then for the next question, we asked, it is significant for someone to learn martial arts, and most of our respondents strongly agree with this method. And then for the next question, we can gain many benefits from learning martial arts. Again, most of our respondents strongly agree to this statement. Besides that, we also asked, it is okay for women to learn martial arts, even usually men who dominate this field. And again, most of our respondents strongly agree to this statement. And our last question for section B, martial arts should be a part of curriculum in school. Most of our respondents strongly agree to this method, proving that martial arts club is truly needed for schools across Malaysia. For the section C, which is the open-ended section, we asked them, are they interested in learning martial arts? And most of the responses that we received, the respondents say that yes, they are interested because their main reason is to protect themselves. And okay, another question we also asked, if women should learn martial arts, and most of them also said that yes, because women are exposed to harm greater than men. So martial arts are much needed for them to protect themselves. So I'll be handing this to the next presenter.
So for the philosophy of the martial art clubs, martial art clubs is an ongoing effort to highlight the fact that martial art clubs are not only for male, but female students also need to learn and master martial art club. So our philosophy is an effort to increase self-esteem and self-confidence among the female students, and is designed to produce more female citizens who can protect themselves whenever they are in trouble. So the reason why we decided to create this martial art club, because nowadays women are likely to become victims of the crimes. By having this club at school, the female students can learn the theories and do the physical activities, so that when dangerous situation comes, they are able to protect themselves. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, so next is the principle of curriculum. So the first principle of curriculum for our martial art club is the humanistic principle of curriculum, and is overall this curriculum, this principle is emphasizing on the personal growth of the students by the skill and experiences that they have gained and introduced in the future. And in this martial art club, the students will not only develop the skills of self-defense, but will also develop and gain good morals such as discipline. And this way, they will be able to instill a good attitude towards themselves, their friends, and their surroundings throughout this club. And then, other than that, is the social reconstruction concept. So, as we all know, the purpose of curriculum development of society is to challenge students with serious problems that is faced by the world today. In this case, nowadays, there are a lot of violence problems faced by women in our society, such as getting harassed, being bullied, and many more. Our martial art club is to empower the spirit in the female students to learn how to protect themselves against these problems that they could face in the future. It is also said to empower the students to support one another and help each other out. Other than that, this club at the end of the lesson will always provide them with good values that they can instill in themselves. Okay, I will move on to the next presenter.
So for the aims of the martial art clubs, we want to promote the importance of self-defense through martial arts to female students across Malaysia, and we want to increase their knowledge about martial arts by providing an extensive curriculum with an emphasis on developing basic skills. This is because most of female students are not confident with their abilities to protect themselves whenever they are in danger. So before they join the practices and take classes, they will learn how to protect themselves. So female students, we want female students to develop self-esteem and self-confidence. And our goal is also want to meet with the government's goal, which is to produce students with high level of critical thinking skill. For the critical thinking skills, by mastering martial arts, the female students can gain the ability to deal with the pressure even in the most difficult situations. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, for the next slide, these are our objectives of our curriculum. Okay, first of all, our curriculum is to increase the students' knowledge about martial arts. As we all know, martial arts is commonly associated with physical strength. While that is true, it is also important to know the basic knowledge before they start practicing the physical activities. This is to help students to understand why they learn the techniques and improve their way of executing them. Next objective is to increase self-esteem and self-confidence. There are many female students who are struggling with self-confidence as well as self-esteem. because they are concerned about how people will view them. By learning martial arts, their self-esteem and self-confidence will definitely boost, as martial arts give them confidence to achieve anything they set their minds to. Besides that, our objective is also to ensure female students develop the capacity for self-defense through martial arts. It is not an exaggeration to say that most female students do not know how to protect themselves when facing unexpected attack. Hence, martial arts is important for them to learn at school. Self-defense is a basic right for every human being, and martial arts can help to develop it. Last but not least, the objective is to develop high level of critical thinking skills in dangerous situations. Dangerous situations can happen anytime and anywhere. Thus, it is impossible to predict when someone will suddenly attack us. By mastering martial arts, students will know what to do if they are suddenly attacked by anyone with bad intentions towards them. Moreover, they can think and act quickly in that kind of situation because they learn the right techniques to defend themselves in the martial arts club. I'll hand the next slide to the next presenter.
Okay, move on to the organization of the curriculum. In this organization of curriculum, we highlight the theories of learning first, then focus on the practical or physical learning, because somehow we believe that it is significant for the students to truly know and understand the theory of what they are going to learn before they start training physically. Okay, move on to the learning content and suggested learning activities. First suggested activity of our club is learn for the purpose, and the relevance of why we suggest this activity is because most of the self-defense course only taught the technical and left out the concept or theories behind the martial arts. Besides, the students do not really understand the reason of why they need to use certain technique, and they will have problems to recall the technique when they really need to use it. And okay, for the next activity, we highlight values and attitude as learning content in this curriculum. This activity also emphasizes about the studies that show by learning and teaching the right self-defense techniques can help to reduce violence in school, such as bullies. Then the students also need to know the real reason of why they need to learn martial arts, to avoid them misuse the martial arts to do something negative, to do something negative and harmful to others. And they also need to understand the value of learning of martial arts, in that the learning of martial arts is to help them to protect themselves from danger. Okay, the next activity is we emphasize on critical thinking skills, that the students need to know how to avoid conflict verbally instead of use physical defense. In this activity, the student will be taught on how to use their critical thinking in order to solve the conflict. And this activity really requires them to use their critical thinking. The fourth activity is to help the students to build their confidence in order to protect themselves and involvement in martial arts. Also to develop sense of control and help an individual growth. And as mentioned before, this activity also requires them to learn the right technique and skill in martial arts. And our last activity focus on to spread more awareness about self-defense, and especially for female students in the school, and also to build self-defense in every student who learns self-defense, and to make sure they are proud to show their martial arts skills to others. Okay, I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, so as for the assessment, we will be using two kinds of assessment, which is formative assessment and summative assessment. For the first few activities, activity 1, we will assess this activity using formative assessment. So this activity will be handled in a quick question and answer session. This is to test students' prior knowledge about martial arts, and this assessment will take place in class. As for the second activity, the assessment are going to be done through observation. So this assessment is to get to know each club members and their confidence level, so that the instructor know where to start.
and this activity will be handled once a year, which is at the early club meeting. So for the third activity, the assessment will be done through observation, which is also formative assessment, and this is to determine every member's thought and their way of thinking about martial arts. And as for the next assessment, the next activity, this will be assessed through summative assessment. For this activity, they have to demonstrate the skills that they have been taught to show their understanding towards what have been taught, and also this will tell the instructor to prevent misconduct and injuries if they practice the right way. And this assessment will be assessed throughout the year. And for the final activity, which is the flash mob, it will be assessed through summative assessment also. So that is all for our presentation. Thank you.